The greatest debate that ever happened in this world was between Adi Shankara and Mandana Misra and his wife Ubhaya Bharati. So what was the actual story behind this debate? Let's see that in today's video. Namaste everyone, welcome back to Zesty Nimbu. This is Sri Rekha. In our previous video, we had spoken about the Upangas, and one of the Upangas was Mimamsaka. So there was Purva Mimamsa and there was Uttara Mimamsa. So Purva Mimamsaka followers are called as Mimamsakas and the Uttara Mimamsaka followers are called as Vedantins. So we had seen that the foremost Mimamsaka was Mandana or Mandana Misra, and the foremost Vedantin was Adi Shankara. So these two had a debate. And Mandana Misra's wife was Bharati, or later on called Ubhaya Bharati, was also a participant in this debate. Now let's see the story, exactly what happened. There is a book called Shankara Vijayam which talks about the journey of Adi Shankara and his life. Brahma and Saraswati were born as Mandana and Ubhaya Bharati respectively on earth. Brahma was born as Mandana because at that point in time the Vedic society was disintegrating and many new religions had come up which were distorting the Vedic way of life. And hence, to again implement the ritualistic aspect of the Vedas or karma kanda of the Vedas, Brahma was born as Mandana Misra. So he was following the Purva Mimamsaka path. And Saraswati was born on this earth as Ubhaya Bharati because of a curse by Rishi Durvasa. So this was the background of Mandana and Ubhaya Bharati. Now Shiva was born as Adi Shankara to establish the Vedantic way of life, which is the Upanishadic way of life, which states that Parabrahma is the ultimate truth or the ultimate reality. So this is the background of Adi Shankara. Purva Mimamsakas or Mimamsakas say that the rituals in the Vedas are the most important and there is nothing called Parabrahma. But Adi Shankara belongs to that school which says that Parabrahma is the ultimate reality, and hence to set right the anomaly of this karma and jnana part, Adi Shankara goes to Mandana Misra and has a debate. So according to historical sources, Mandana lived in Mahishmati. So Adi Shankara travels to Mahishmati and confronts Mandana and asks for a debate. Mandana on that particular day was actually involved in a Shraddha karma or a Pitru ceremony, and Jaimini Maharshi, the one who wrote the sutras for Purva Mimamsa, and Vyasa Maharshi were there as his guests. So during that time, Adi Shankara visits him and requests for a debate to prove his side of the proposition. Mandana agrees and he says, for us to have a debate we need two parties and we are the two parties in the debate. We need a proposition for and against which both of us will speak, and then we need an umpire to decide who is the winner and the loser. We need to decide how the winner and the loser are decided, and finally what is the consequence for the loser. So everything is agreed. Finally, the umpire is Ubhaya Bharati or the wife of Mandana. Mandana is a householder. He is a Grihastya and Adi Shankara is a Sanyasi. So the proposition given by Adi Shankara was that the Parabrahma was the one ultimate truth and this is the unity of all existence. So they have a debate. So how will the loser or the winner be decided? Ubhaya Bharati puts two garlands, flower garlands on each of their necks, and at the end of the debate, whoever has the freshest garland is the winner and whoever has a faded or fading flowers is the loser. And what happens to the loser? So the loser will take the ashrama of the winner. That means if Adi Shankara loses, he will become a Grihastya and gets married and becomes a Shishya of Mandana. And if Mandana loses, he will accept the Sanyasa ashrama of Adi Shankara and becomes the disciple of Adi Shankara. So this was the understanding between both of them. And then they start the debate. So they debate for a very long time. At the end of this great debate, and this debate was conducted in such a great atmosphere Both of the participants had smiles on their faces. And unlike the debates that we see today, like the fish market debate, where each of the participants speaks over the other person and nobody is heard and no point is made, this debate was conducted in a great atmosphere. And at the end of the debate, Mandana loses. The flower garland around his neck fades, and Ubhaya Bharati announces Sankara as the ultimate winner. So Mandana now has to accept the ashrama, that is, he has to become a sannyasi. But what happens to Ubhaya Bharati? At that point, Ubhaya Bharati says that I am Saraswati, the incarnation of goddess Saraswati, and I've come to be the wife of Mandana. So Adi Shankara says, I will also debate you. Then Ubhaya Bharati agrees and both of them have a debate. And it continues for 17 days. And when that happens, suddenly Ubhaya Bharati gets an idea. She says he is a sannyasi and he doesn't know anything about the marital aspect or the physical pleasures that a man and a woman have. So she poses this question to Adi Shankara and says, what do you know about Kama Shastra? Adi Shankara is puzzled and he says, I know only theoretical aspect, but I don't know the practical aspect. So please give me 1 month's time and then I will experience this and come back and give you the answer. So Ubhaya Bharati agrees and Shankara goes to a hilltop, a mountain top, along with his shishyas and says, I am going to enter into a body of somebody to experience these pleasures. So luckily for them, they see that a king has died and he is lying in a forest and he is surrounded by his queens and his ministers. His name was Amruka. Adi Shankara goes into his body and the king wakes up and everybody is happy. And once that happens and Adi Shankara in the form of Amruka starts ruling, everything in that kingdom becomes beautiful. Everybody performs their dharma, the rains fall at proper times and there is a plentiful, bountiful harvest, etc. All these things happen. And then suddenly the ministers realize that this is not the same Amruka who had died. So somebody else's Atma has come into Amruka. They give an instruction to all these soldiers in their kingdom and tell them that if you find any dead body, take claim of that body and burn that body. So incidentally, Adi Shankara leaves his body in the care of his disciples on a mountain top. 1 month time passes and Adi Shankara is involved in all the marital pleasures and the Kama Shastra aspect as well. So he in fact writes a commentary on the Kama Sutra, the Kama Shastras. So he gets time to do that as well. And ultimately, even after 1 month, he doesn't come back. His shishyas go as musicians to that kingdom and give him a wake-up call and tell him that his duty is done, he needs to get back to his own body. Then Adi Shankara realizes that that is the reality and he goes out of his body and gets back into his own body. But at that time, his body was claimed by the soldiers and it was put on the funeral pyre and the fire was lit. But luckily for him, Adi Shankara prays to Lord Narasimha and the fire reduces and he comes out alive. And then he goes to Ubhaya Bharati and says that I have learnt all these things. And Ubhaya Bharati accepts the defeat and says that you are the greatest sannyasi ever and you are the right person to take the Vedantic thought forward. And she leaves for Brahmaloka. And that clears a big doubt for Mandana, because if he converts into a sannyasi, then she becomes a widow. So instead of that happening, she leaves for Brahmaloka, and Mandana becomes a sannyasi and he becomes the disciple of Adi Shankara and assumes the name of Sureshwaracharya. So Adi Shankara gives him the Brahma knowledge and gives him the knowledge of Tattvamasi as well. So Sureshwaracharya, as we know, is the first Shankaracharya of Sringeri Mutt, which is the Dakshinamaya Peetham in Karnataka. Adi Shankara establishes mutts in various parts of the country. So this is the story behind the debate between Adi Shankara and Mandana Misra and Ubhaya Bharati. It's a beautiful story. I hope you have liked it. So this was necessitated because of last week's comments. There were so many great comments on Adi Shankara and Mandana Misra, so I thought I'll just give us brief background about the story. So I hope you've liked it. And for the Rishi of the week, let's talk about Adi Shankara. I would like you all to tell me about Adi Shankara and what he has written. He's written so many commentaries on so many things. So I would like you all to tell me at least some of his works. And the question for the day is, how many mutts has Adi Shankara established and where are they located and who are the current Peethadipatis of those mutts? From next week onwards, we have the Navratri starting. In fact, Navratri is starting from Saturday. And I thought in our next video, we'll cover some Puranas which talk about the goddess or Devi. I hope you have liked this video. Please like me on all the social media platforms and go to my website at www.zestynimbo.com and check out the quiz and my Twitter handle and various other things as well. See you in the next video, and do check out all the other videos that we have made on Hindu scriptures, starting from Hindu scriptures, various Hindu scriptures, Vedas, Vedangas, Upangas, and let me know how you like it. So until then, Namaste.